What up, YouTube? It's your boy JKG back with some more Diablo Immortal content here for you. Before we get into it, I want to go ahead and thank everybody for all the love on the videos, man. We did not reach our 350 sub goal by the end of September. That's cool though. We did smash through the original goal of 300. So seeing as how this is probably going to go up here on the last day of September or the first day of October, we're going to set a goal. Let's see if we can hit 500 subs. Let's see if we can hit 500 subs by the end of October. Let's see if we can go hard. I'm going to try to step up my go from the commitment of 2 videos a week to maybe, 3 or 4, possibly even a week or 2 of daily uploads if we can manage that. But yeah, this video is going to be a little something different. Trying to make a ranged build. I was talking to the homie Veldshot in voice chat today, and he was like, man, I wish we had like a ranged build that we can do where like all of our skills were ranged and everything like that. And I was able to kind of come up with something a little bit, tailored to a ranged build. It's not going to be 100%, ranged as far as that goes, right? We're still going to be, if you can see my skill tree right here, you can see the skills that we're going to be using. We'll just hop into the skills, right? So we're going to look here. We have Whirlwind. That's not part of the range itself. Wrath of the Berserker, that's going to give us the additional damage. We're going to run Hammer of the Ancients, but we are going to run Hammer of the Ancients with the offhand weapon that is going to let us throw it. I believe it is called the Forgotten. I'm going to look that up right now. Yep, the Forgotten, because it allows us to throw the hammer and come back. We're going to actually pair that with Davin's Legacy, so we actually get another we get an increase on our charges for the hammer as well. And we're going to also pair it with Rage Caller as far as the primary weapon. That way we can, and my controller decided it wanted to go ahead and disconnect for some reason. We're going to pair that with Rage Caller, which is actually going to electrify the hammer as well, slowing enemy movement for 2 seconds by 50%, so it's not insignificant. And then Wrath of the Berserker shoulders, Wrath of the Berserker headpiece, sprint pants, so basically you can kind of see there really wasn't anything other than that. And then we're gonna run chains, and my thought process is here, hey, chains, we can maybe pull them in and then hit them with that hammer and let them start flying, right? So we're just going to kind of run in here. I'm doing this one a little bit more as a live type video here for you guys. So let's go ahead and bring these guys, and then we'll hit Wrath of the Berserker. We'll come in here, we'll pick that up, we'll boom, hit them again, pick it up, and then we can finish them off with the Whirlwind. That's my thought process here. So we'll let that Wrath of the Berserker cool down, kind of come back while we run in here. You can see we're no sprint, no leap, no furious charge, no real movement skill in this setup. So that is definitely going to be a little bit of a hindrance. You maybe drop Whirlwind and bring one of those kind of skills in, but boom, you can see there we go. Hit it again, come in, Whirlwind, and we're done, right? We're in and out. We still have one furious charge left to go. Boom, there we go with the hammer. You can see made pretty light work. And just so you guys know, we are in Hell 5. So I mean, as far as skill damage goes, this is not bad, right? We've definitely seen some worse skills. One thing that you can do instead of running Rage Caller to electrify the hammer and get the slow on that as well is we could run Stonefall, which will actually increase our damage by 10%. I actually run that main hand in my main farming high crit rate build because it allows us to do 10% more damage just overall from the hammer. So I do like to go ahead and use that in that situation. So that is something we could do. As a matter of fact, let me clear these guys out real quick here. And just for the sake of it real quick, we'll go ahead and swap that main hand from Rage Caller into Stonefall. And we'll kind of take a look. You can kind of see we're doing pretty good damage, right? With that hammer. It's It's knocking them back. So in situations where we have shielded enemies in PvE, we can kind of combat that a little bit. We'll go in here and Stonefall. You can see Hammer of the Ancients damage is just straight up increased by 10%. So like I said, I do actually run this particular main hand piece in my normal build. So we'll run out here. We'll just kind of run into the same location, give or take, unless we see a blue mob or a yellow mob on the screen, because we would definitely, if we can see one of those guys, we definitely want to see what kind of damage we can do against one of those heavier type of opponents. So we'll hop in here real quick. We'll just run out this way this time because, oh, hey, we got some blue mobs here. So that's nice. We'll come in here, hit Wrath, pop it out. Of course, it wanted to go the other way. You can see, there we go. Get another charge in. There we go. Boom. Nice. 3 hits and we had them almost killed. 3 hits and they were almost full dead. That is not too shabby. 27k on that crit. That's not bad at all. And again, staying in Hell 5. So again, thought process originally with this build, chain them back to you, pull them in like Scorpion, and then hit them with the old 1-2 okie doke, basically. So I want to call this like either like the Mjolnir build or the Thor build, something like that, because we are throwing a hammer, and you know Thor is known for throwing hammers, right? So I think that's a good representation. Boom, bang. You can kind of see it. It's kind of simple as far as what we're doing. It's not overly complicated as far as how it's you know set up, but it does definitely feel pretty satisfying. You know, let's see if we come in here to the Moon Clan. We can always get a nice big group of enemies around us when we're in the Moon Clan. So let's come in here. Let's see if we can round up a bunch of these guys here. Let's actually cancel that. Let's see if we can hit that treasure goblin. Boom. There we go. Get a whole bunch of 30k crits, a whole bunch of 3k hits, and that whole group is basically dead. So the cool thing is you know, it knocks them out of the way as well, and kind of this setup here, we're able to bring them back to us, go get the hammer, and you know, basically keep doing it over and over and over again. It's pretty nice, right? So this setup is not too bad. Has a pretty short cooldown for the most part. So it's kind of nice there. Let's go ahead and pick up this empowered shrine. Let's see if that has any kind of you know, comes into play here. Let's go ahead and chain these guys, bring them over, hit Wrath of the Berserker. We get a whole bunch of crits, boom, boom, whole bunch of crits again, knocking them out of the way. So we're able to kind of get some space, knock them out of the way again. Let's go ahead and heal up here. Let's chain these guys. Yes. I am actually really liking this build. I don't think it's going to be like a straight up farming build. I think it's more of a niche build. This could be pretty fun in arena. I might have to try to use this in arena. I am thinking I am liking Stonefall better than Rage Color. That's kind of a 50-50 toss up to your play style. I think for me personally, I do like the damage. So what I'm actually going to do, I am actually, while we're kind of, this is pretty much the end of the test. What I'm going to do is I'm going to save this and we're going to test this out in PvP, and I'll try to make this the next PvP build here. So we'll go ahead and overwrite the empty to the test build here. And there we go. You can see we were also using Treasure Hunter as the Paragon tree. So definitely not optimized for straight up damage by having Treasure Hunter in there. So you know, we could definitely for PvP run Gladiator. For, you know, if we're wanting to do some damage, maybe run Vanquisher, just to try to get as much, you know, damage buffs in there as we can. If we're running with a party, maybe run Mastermind to get those damage boosts as well. But yeah, that's kind of the thought process here. What do you think about this build? What do you think? Should we go? What do you think? And let me know in the comments below. Should we name it the Thor build or should we name it the Mjolnir build? I think I'm kind of leaning just towards Thor, just generic, because we're throwing hammers and we'll call it that. But yeah. drop a like if you like this video, hit that sub button. Let's hit 500 subs by the end of October, and yeah, let's make big channel number go bigger, right? I'm JKG. Y'all been amazing. Peace.